Oh, it's been a tough couple of weeks for us handheld gamers because, as you know, as you've probably heard, the Yuzu Nintendo Switch emulator and Citra, the 3DS emulator, has been shut down. And here's the post from them. But we'll get into that in a second. First, I want to give you some good news. It might not be all over because there's a group of developers that are starting a new project, an open source project that does not make any extra profit on Patreon. And they're planning to revive Yuzu already, right after it got shut down. Let's get into it. I'm Blaze 2K. This is a win for handheld gaming. Let's go.
Let's go.
So first off, I just want to thank you guys for being here, clicking on this video and supporting what I do. Please click the like, hit subscribe, click the bell icon if you want to support everything, as well as see gaming news, handheld videos, all that sort of stuff, live streams, tech reviews, unboxings. All your support is greatly appreciated. So click that like, click the subscribe, and if you want to support even more, consider clicking join and becoming a member and joining the Blaze Club. Anyways, so let's read Citra's message first of all, and we'll unpack everything that's happened in the past few hours and days. So obviously, Yuzu, let's first read The Verge's article, or at least part of it. Nintendo Switch emulator Yuzu will utterly fold and pay $2.4 million to settle its lawsuit. The emulator was sued for facilitating piracy at a colossal scale. Now, you can't deny, Yuzu, as much as they wanted to claim that, you know, it wasn't for piracy. Nobody uses Yuzu for piracy. We all just want to back up our games, and it's all about game preservation. Well, I'm sure there's people out there that were pirating with Yuzu and running games on non-Nintendo hardware. Us Steam Deckers know. If you know, you know. I didn't do it. Of course I didn't. I would never do that. Anyways, so Yuzu folded. They didn't fight this. They basically shut down Yuzu and Citra and dropped support. They're no longer putting out updates or updating it. So this is their message. Hello users and Citra fans. We write today to inform you that Yuzu and Yuzu's support of Citra are being discontinued effective immediately. Yuzu and its team have always been against piracy. Okay. The project's in good faith, out of passion for Nintendo and its consoles and games, and we're not intending to cause harm. But we now see that because our projects can circumvent Nintendo's technological protection measures and allow players to play games outside of authorized hardware, they have led to extensive piracy. In particular, we have been deeply disappointed when users have used our software to leak game content prior to its release and ruin the experience for legitimate purchasers and fans. We have come to the decision that we cannot continue to allow this to occur. Piracy was never our intention. Yes, people don't make emulators for piracy. They make them for game preservation. And we believe the piracy of video games and video game consoles should end. Effective today, we will be pulling our code repositories offline, discontinuing our Patreon accounts and Discord servers, and soon shutting down our websites. We hope that our actions will be a small step toward ending piracy of all creators' works. Thank you for your years of support and understanding our decision. And they also paid $2.4 million to Nintendo. And the whole Steam Deck and handheld gaming community cried a little bit. We all died inside a little bit because obviously game preservation is important. And we've seen from none other than Nintendo how important it is because look at the 3DS. They've shut down the freaking eShop. You can no longer buy new Nintendo 3DS games digitally. And the ones that you do own, God knows how long you're going to be able to download them for. Nintendo are notorious for delaying access to games you've paid for and, you know, keeping their games preserved, right? You have to go outside Nintendo's bubble to get access to those games or pay thousands potentially for them online, which sucks. But anyways, on to the good news. This may not be the end of it. So this article comes courtesy of WCCF Tech. Using Nintendo Switch emulator lives on with Yuzu. Yuzu is the new Yuzu. Suyu projects. So the development of the Yuzu was permanently halted, but the popular Switch emulator will continue to live on thanks to multiple projects that were recently launched. The Yuzu and the aptly named Suyu projects are both open source works based on the latest version of Yuzu. They do not support piracy in any capacity and are currently looking for developers, so they do not offer anything past what the popular emulator they are based on does. Still, This shows how the emulation community is unwilling to back down. And as mentioned yesterday, as I mentioned above, the development of the Yuzu Switch emulator was discontinued yesterday as the developer Tropic Haze settled the lawsuit with Nintendo, agreeing to pay the Japanese company $2.4 million in damages, and obviously that was their message. So I think where the Yuzu team went wrong, and what was blatantly wrong, is no, they did not know that people were going to use it for piracy. It's self-explanatory. If you put out an emulator, a piece of software that lets you play games, digital game files that people share on mysterious websites, obviously people are going to download games willy-nilly and try and launch whatever they can, especially with the Steam Deck coming out. We've probably seen Switch emulation more and more, right? Obviously the best thing to do is to buy the game and then obviously back it up, but most people are not doing that. Most people are just downloading the games from wherever they get the game files, right? But where Yuzu went wrong, I'm sorry for rambling, where they went wrong is they opened up a Patreon and they started an LLC, a company, in 2024 that makes an emulator for a current generation handheld device, games console, that allows piracy. Allows it. And they were making money off this. They were making money off of piracy. They like to turn the other eye and say, no, we had no idea that was going on. Well, how do you think you were making $30,000 to $40,000 a month off of this? Come on. I'm all for game preservation. I'm all for Switch emulation. But making it into some sort of financial enterprise just is a no-go, right? And obviously we knew this was going to happen at some point, and that's why a lot of the other emulators are still alive and well today, because they aren't making money off it. It is open source. It is a community effort, right? Once you make a company and start making thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month, then obviously Nintendo or whoever it is, Sony, Xbox, are going to come after you. So let me know what you think in the comments. It's good news. Yuzu may still be alive thanks to Yuzu. And they're obviously getting developers. I was going to tell you what I did the other day, but I'm not going to tell you that because I don't use Yuzu. Anyways, so let me know what you think in the comments. Is this good news? Is Yuzu or Suyu going to be successful? Will Switch emulation live on? I hope so. And hopefully the other Ryujinx, hopefully that doesn't get shut down. You know, we need Switch emulation. Purely for game preservation. I'll admit I have used Yuzu. I have used it, but all the games that I've used with it on my Steam Deck are games that I actually own. I have a massive binder, like a big tub. You go watch my old Switch videos of loads and loads of games, and of course I was curious to play some of them on my Steam Deck, just to have one device, right, to play all my games rather than have a Switch and a Steam Deck and switch back and forth and have to switch the game carts and all that sort of stuff. If only Nintendo made it easier for us to do, right? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll end this rambly video. Thank you for watching. I'm Blaze2K. If you love handheld gaming and want more of it and gaming tech reviews, unboxings, please consider clicking the like, hit the subscribe, click the bell icon, and consider clicking join and joining the Blaze Club. Let me know if you have any ideas for names for membership tier. Click join, become a member, become a legend, and you'll be supporting everything I do. I'll be eternally grateful. We also stream every day on the channel as well in the mornings, so come join us for that. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you soon in another video. Peace out. I'm Blaze2K. Wrong camera. Bye. Let's go. Take care, guys.